Ew. How's it going? I say how's it going every time, but I never know if anyone's actually here at the start, so it's just like, hello, I guess. Although, Alex, I think you're here maybe, but I don't know how far back YouTube is on the thing. I kept my audio settings from last week, so we should be able to just go ahead and get started. I wrote down my audio settings, so I might start doing that for each game because it's kind of a pain having to wait. Doraemon! It's kind of a pain having to sit there and like listen to it every time. Although whenever we switch games, we're gonna have to do that. But if I get at least write it down, and then just kind of get a general idea based off that. So if you want to know, Doraemon for Nintendo 64 is minus 30, is what the value is. Where's my controller? There it is. So we got pretty far last week, I think. I don't really know. But we should be about halfway through. It looks like 18 out of 32 seems, I assume those are items, and looking at this person's save file, it looks like they probably didn't beat the game. Or if they beat the game, apparently you don't need all the crystals. So alright, and then I know for sure, and I think I was using this guy, I need to go to the bean sprout. I started to quit this week, but yeah, turns out what's up this week. It's been pretty slow. I mean, I guess it's been E3 week, so that's why it's been kind of slow on my side. Just enjoying all the E3 press conferences. I think you know, it's hard to say, you know, E3 wise, like, I feel like every E3, there's always something that I'm always into, like, certain things, I guess. I guess this is, like, a terrible way to explain this. But, like, yeah, I always feel kind of, like, mixed about E3, but I think it's just the nature of so many games getting announced and so many people coming to the, you know, the plate to show off what they got. And so, like, you never are going to be, like, 100% happy across the board, or at least in my case, I feel that way. Okay. So I need to make sure I get these cheddar chests. I don't see anything back there. So yeah, in terms of a flat top, yeah. Oh, I don't know what. Oh gosh. Oh boy. Sorry, 1 second. How's it doing? Is it James? Was it? How you doing today? I think it was James. It's a J name. Of the J. Okay, there we go. Alright, and then I'm going to switch over to... Not her. Him. Oh yeah, no problem. I pretty much just played Doraemon last week. And this is the continuation of that. About halfway through, so, you know. Having a good time. I mean, I will guarantee you nothing of importance will probably ever happen in these streams. Oh no! Oh no, that I don't think that was supposed to happen. That's a very Mario Sunshine moment. I think Mario Sunshine, you have like the spinning blocks and whatever that like you could fall into if you didn't land on them right. It's really silly. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, James, how you doing? I assume I don't know, like, it's always interesting to me, like, the people who aren't, like, super into E3, so maybe I shouldn't assume, but I was gonna ask if anything from E3 stood out to you. That's the conversation of the week, I guess. Maybe not the most exciting conversation, but okay, so that is open still. Okay. Ooh. Jump. And the last one we want to stay on. Yeah, I enjoyed E3. Microsoft's show was like really surprising, or at the very least I was happy that Phantasy Star Online 2 got announced. Although like I'm very skeptical about Phantasy Star Online 2 doing well at this point, because the people who I don't trust this platform, okay? I don't want to fall through it again. Man, Phantasy Star Online 2 came out a long time ago, so it's kind of weird that they're just now bringing it over, and I really question. I feel like everybody who wants to play Phantasy Star Online 2 have been playing the fan-translated version of it for 30 billion years. I've tried playing it a handful of times, and maybe, I don't know, I think service-based games just aren't really for me anymore, just because I spend so much time jumping between so many different games. But yeah, just like a quick rundown of this game, James. Basically, it's just like kind of like Super Mario 64. I heard somebody in chat compare it to the Doraemon game on Nintendo 64 a little bit. You basically open these treasure chests. God, these bees. You basically open these treasure chests, and you get items that kind of let you unlock new parts of the world. So it's like, oh, I'm trying to think of something that made some logical sense, because some of them are not very logical. Like I got the bean sprout, which there we go. A bean sprout which I planted in the ground and it let me climb up to these flying islands and things like that. It's stuff like that. But then you also get things like these guys' boxing gloves, so he has a weapon now. But as far as I can tell, this is the only thing. Like each character only gets one weapon. So, like, this dude has a microphone which sings, which is kind of like an AoE attack. And then you have... Also, you can't change characters while you're jumping. Doraemon has a gun. This guy, I haven't found his weapon yet, so he's just more or less a dude. And then, I don't know this lady, but she's got a bomb that she throws. So, oops. Which we'll be using a lot of in the near future here. It's not a great game, but it's fun. It's a kid's game, but like it's a good kid's game. I feel like. I mean, it's not like, I don't know. I feel like it's somewhat challenging. You know, and maybe it helps that, you know, because I can't speak Japanese, there's a layer of like mystique to it in terms of like what things are and what they do. Like, I don't really know what this is, but we'll find something to do with it at some point. And it is easy that, like, basically the game will, like, as soon as you walk to the thing that an item's used for, the game just basically says, here, okay, use the item. It doesn't, like, think about it too much. Yeah, I guess so. And, oh no, I'm doing a bad job. Yeah, I guess this was probably in development at the same time as Mario 64, or at least like pretty soon after it, if not. Like, I don't know how this game was in development, but it was like, I think it was an early 97 release, which I think Mario 64 came out, and was it November 96? How's it going, Alex? I think Mario 64 is November 96, and I think this is like March 2097. I could be completely making up those dates. Yeah, rest in peace, me. So, like, I think what makes this game kind of interesting is, like, the 64 really only launched with Pilot Wings and Super Mario 64. So, like, there weren't a lot of games for it, and it seems like people were willing to import games, and this seemed to have, at the time, been, like, a game that people imported. So I think it's kind of interesting. Like, you can find reviews of this game online from back then. But I think there's a lot more like import coverage in general for a while. I don't know. Old games media is kind of weird. Like, in some ways it was limited, in some ways it was like incredibly expansive. Like, there's a expansive in terms of like there are game reviewers reviewing things like the Dog's Life movie game and stuff like that, and reviewing it kind of, you know, semi-seriously. Nope. I'm doing a great job. Like, semi-seriously reviewing that stuff. I think they just definitely kept the audience of the game in mind, because, you know, at the same, they were basically just you know, trying to write a buyer report thing, like, hey, should you buy this game? So expectation, I think, would be that if somebody was buying or looking at a Dog's Life review, they're probably trying to like find a game for their kid or something. So, but yeah, I don't remember how we got on this topic after. Oh, I guess I was explaining what this game was. So yeah, I don't know. It's a kid's game. It's $3. Is what I paid for it. So, you know, maybe if you were paying, you know, 90 plus for a Nintendo 64 cartridge, you know, importing it back in the day, it may have been not the greatest experience. But for random game I threw into a box while I was importing other stuff, it's fun. I try not to think about price too much, especially with like used games things. But it's hard. It's definitely hard to like some of those things like that, like, and this is kind of like one of those things where it's like, hey, just because you think you're not being influenced by something, it's like why I list disclosures on my website for like things I've been involved with that are video game related. Either like, oh no, dang it, that little owl. I list disclosures because, like, at the end of the day, it's not really my decision to figure out if I felt like I was influenced by something, but the evidence is there, so if somebody did feel like I was, then they can make their own decision based off that. Okay. Having lots of good time trying to get there. So, I'm trying to remember, is there a chest over here somewhere? I don't think there is. So I think I just want to go up here, and I think I just want to go. And I want to go that way. Okay. So like, yeah, so there's like things like little things in your mind that you don't necessarily think about in terms of like what can influence your opinion and perspective on things. And things like the monetary value of game and how much you paid for it definitely can fall into that. All right, let's see if we can beat this little bat dude. But I think generally these days, at least, people don't think too much about price in games. Oh, dang it. Also, this frame rate can get real bad. Dang it. Okay, let's get off the ground here. This seems like a bad thing. So I can jump on him, but I just gotta be careful, especially towards the edge there. Ah, dang it. Let's get out of here. Let's go over here. Okay. The frame rate here is real bad. It's not real bad, but it gets pretty chunky. I'm doing way worse than last time. I'm really surprised. Got him. Ah, dang it, he moved. I wonder if standing still in the middle of those things is how you're supposed to avoid them. Nope. Okay. Behind me. Ah, I can only throw one bomb at a time, so. I guess theoretically Doraemon might be able to shoot him. Oh. Yeah. Let me try shooting him with Doraemon. I did hit him. So maybe if oh, Doraemon can't really jump though, so let me switch back to her. And then, dang it. Yeah. Ow, jeez. Alright, let's get out of here. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with Microsoft's conference overall, but the thing with Microsoft, and same thing with Sony last year, like, at some point, like, I'm not a big fan of their first-party content, really. So, it's not that I don't think it's good content, it's just not really, like, I'm never gonna play... I don't want to say I'm never gonna play Gears of War, but it's just not really on my list of to-do anytime in the near future. I think we're gonna die here, but we have another life, so it's not a big deal. Like, I like shooters and third-person shooters, but Gears of War just hasn't really ever came up as, like, a thing that I thought I was gonna do. And I generally haven't liked most of Sony's, like, Western first-party output since Last of Us, because I feel like a lot of games feel maybe not inspired, but like, oh yay, we did it! Ugh. I feel like a lot of games feel very much made in the tone of The Last of Us these days, or at least there's some kind of thing. Like my friend Tim, he kind of explained it in a way that was like HBO TV show kind of thing. I don't know if that really makes sense, but like a direct-to-TV, like semi-high budget direct-to-TV kind of show, and I feel like a lot of Sony's games have that feel, and it's like pretty much how The Last of Us kind of looks and feels, I guess. I'm doing a really bad job of explaining this. And I just never been into like Halo and Gears of War for Microsoft, so like their big tentpole franchises aren't really for me. So it pretty much is go Nintendo or go home, unfortunately. But I like a lot of third-party games, so like the Microsoft showing was still good for that. And I haven't played Watch Dogs 1 or 2, but I think the new Watch Dogs looks kind of cool. It reminds me a lot of Zombie U on the Wii U. Also Ubisoft game. But I like Zombie U a lot for various reasons. So what's left? I think there is the mouse store in here. No. There's no mouse store here. I don't think there's anything here. Right? I think I might also need to go beat some of the bosses again. Because I remember the first boss, if I beat him multiple times, it seems like he gave me new items. So, that's the lava area. It's kind of unfortunate that I played this a week ago, because now like I can't really remember where the secret paths and stuff, or not secret paths, like things I was supposed to go look at were. Where before I was kind of like knocking them out pretty quick. Admittedly, my options are kind of being drained here. Oh, on the beanstalk, there's a couple of things I need to go do too. So let's actually not look here, and let's go back to the beanstalk. We'll do that for now. I think this dude's the fastest runner. But even Nintendo, I think, really just kind of benefited from it being like a console transition year this year. Like, I feel like Nintendo had kind of less of what they typically would have, but generally, like, had more stuff than other people in terms of first-party content. Nintendo's hitting the end of this year pretty hard, actually. They have like 4 or 5 games coming out in like August through October or something. All right, take me, bird. Oh, it's a shooter. Oh boy, this is real good. I don't feel like my shots really are hitting anything. Can I charge it or something? Or at least I have yet to hit anything with them. I feel like I must be missing something. Does he charge up? And then shoot? No, it's like kind of... Unless I'm supposed to be pressing like a button in combination with this thing. Okay, he did die, so damage is being dealt. It just isn't being dealt as much as I thought it would. I think killing these fast streaming guys is completely pointless. You literally can't shoot fast enough. Yeah, and that's the thing with Watch Dogs is like it is very much. What in the world? I feel like I have to be able to like get out of the way faster. Can I switch characters at all when I'm up here? I don't think so. Yeah, like that Watchdog demo, it's great if they can pull that off, but yeah, they've offered the explanation of how they are trying to make it work, but you know, it's not exactly like they're gonna put their best foot forward on stage for sure. So if that is like all 100% the game running and stuff like that, then you know, I'm sure they picked unique dialogue for every single character and things like that. Where yeah, they're not gonna show you two characters that are kind of that are using the same personality type, but just like the voice modulator stuff, because that's probably not gonna look nearly as good on stage. Oh, that's another piece of the gem. Easy. But yeah, I haven't looked to see if they have any like stage or show floor demos or anything like that. To see if like they're showing like if you can start seeing the cracks already, because it is what that demo showed. Every character isn't going to feel as unique as the other characters they showed during the demo. I feel like tonight my mouth, like I'm a waterfall mouth of a person. Like I realize that words don't come out of my mouth in A, the correct order, or B, in a comprehensible fashion sometimes. I'd say maybe most of the time. But I don't know, I feel like I'm just doing a real bad job talking today. But it's okay. That's living with me in my mouth. Okay, so I don't think we can do anything here, it looks like. So we haven't really got anything new. Let's try the mouse door, which I think is going to be up here. Oh, I'm a different character in there. Or can you just switch characters in the belly? No, that's different. Usually I'm the girl when I come here, but maybe I switched over to her every time because I thought she had to be in there, but didn't actually have to be in there. Okay. So the mouse door is back up here. But yeah, like it's if they can deliver on that promise, like you're gonna see the cracks, but like how much you see the cracks is what's really gonna matter probably. So, and I guess I mean at least they're trying versus like Zombie U, which literally didn't bother to build those characters at all. It was like you could be you're a random survivor every time, but they never said anything outside of just like the usual grunts and stuff. So I don't think there's anything here, but I can definitely walk over here real quick. So I think this is the first time that I'm really stuck. The only place I can think of that I have not been yet is the Crystal Caves. So we'll walk around it for a little bit, but if I can't find anything, we may I may consult a guide just to make things go a little quicker. There was that nest in that one level, so maybe there's like a nest over here that... Dang it, get out of here. There's like a nest over here that I didn't ever figure out what to do in there. It just kind of is there, but it didn't seem like there's anything to do in it is the thing. So I don't really know if I was missing anything per se. Ah. I should watch in front of me when I run. Breath of the Wild 2 could be really cool, depending on how they do it. I'm not a big fan of Breath of the Wild, but I don't like open world games very much, at least large-scale open world games. You know, I'd been curious if they'll make it more linear, because like the overworld map they showed was pretty much, as far as I could tell, looked very similar to the Breath of the Wild overworld map. So I'd be curious if they're gonna reuse that, or like, I think they showed that like puffs of smoke coming out of the ground, so maybe there's like some kind of eruption happening that will morph the land or something like that. A bunch of speculation for you, I guess. What else is there? Let's go back in here, but I'm pretty sure we pretty extensively explored this place. Okay, there we go. Also, I think I figured out how the buttons work this time around. Last time I was really confused on whether or not the buttons were pressing or not. I think you have to do a full jump to make the buttons press, because I think if you just hop on there, it doesn't press, but if you do a full jump onto it, it does press. Yeah, like that. Which maybe they tell you that in text, but... Yeah, it's like a bunch of little ladybugs and stuff that are just like, we're gonna beat the crap out of you. I think I need to open this one and this one. Get out of here, bees. Ugh. You can punch underwater in this game, which is pretty cool. Alright. You just like swim around in the water with your boxing gloves on. Alright, let's go up there. Please, please, thank you. And yeah, there's no... Wanted to make sure, but I was pretty sure there's no extra like paths or anything there. I think I explored underwater already. Yeah, there's the treasure chest. Punch this penguin. Ah! I'm hoping we finish this game by tonight. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I felt like if we maybe kept our momentum, things might be good, but I'm already quite a bit lost very early in the stream, so. Because the only thing you think of is the crystal caves and the pirate mouse door thing. Everywhere else I feel like I've been to already. Theoretically, there might be something up there, I guess. I don't remember. I feel like I must have come this way at some point. Oh, come on. There you go. Yeah, because I think this just wraps around. Yeah, it does. Okay. These like Mario 64 looking thwomp wall things. Did the thwomp walls in Mario 64 ever show up again in anything? Like, I'm trying to recall, because it's in that like castle level Mario 64. I forget what it's called. Let's try killing this guy. We didn't kill him last time. He's kind of big though, or rather, he doesn't seem like he's getting hurt really. And he also just kind of stands there. I feel like I would have seen at this point if he was taking damage. Oh, there he goes. hot didn't help me. Okay. I know there's a crystal. There's a crystal back here. We got the crystal. Nothing up here. Although I do like this, I'm assuming this wall here is like just high enough that I technically can stand on it. Let's see if we can shove ourselves in the corner and do something. I feel like this game probably is janky enough that I probably could clip through the wall here and fall to my death. Alright. Oh, I threw a bomb out of bounds. Alright, well, I don't know what to do. I like how you just like magnetize down to the ground. That was the first time I've had like an actual broken thing. The other thing I was like, the thing I was talking about the buttons earlier, where I was like trying to figure out why. Like I would jump on the buttons and they wouldn't trigger, and I couldn't figure out why. And very much the reason was because I was not jumping high enough onto them. And because the game's in tech or has Japanese text, maybe they communicate that to you at some point, but it just seemed like kind of silly thing to be like, oh, we're just gonna have the buttons like stick unless you put your full force onto them. So I like this game a lot, though. I really am enjoying it. I'm just trying to think of somewhere else I could go, but I can't think of any other branching paths, really. We could go rebeat one of the bosses, or see if we can get something for rebeating one of the bosses. Let's try that. Let's try to avoid using a guide for now and see if maybe refighting a boss will do us some good. Anything back here? Nope. That and try to go through some of these levels we maybe didn't explore to their fullest extents. But the level design is actually pretty linear for what this is. Ow. There's a little bit of exploration, but usually it's like pockets of rooms that you just kind of go between. I don't think I have a way to get him out, really. Okay. The camera's not great, but it's an early 3D game. That's about right. So. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I don't know. I don't know much about Doraemon. This is probably the most exposure I've ever had to a Doraemon game. Although I did buy the Game Boy Advance, or the Game Boy game, and that is on hand in case we are in the need of some more Doraemon after this. But I'm gonna guess this is probably gonna take most of the night, if not get finished tonight. So this part right here, the camera particularly gets caught, I've noticed. Alright, time to punch the volcano. Alright, volcano has been punched. I shouldn't run into enemies so much. Like, it looks like I'm taking a lot of damage because I'm running into punching things, but the reach on this punch is actually a lot further than it looks. They probably should have had some kind of like air attack coming out of the front of it to represent where it was gonna hit, because you can see I put quite a bit of distance between myself and it just kind of dies. So yeah, I think the king is like, it's like the land of the fairies, I think is what it is. And the little purple girl flying around with me, she's the fairy princess, I believe. And she asked for our help in saving the land from this dragon-looking dude. Gonna break the walls here a little bit just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Although this wall over here is pretty solid. I can't get my camera to go through it. So, ow! Oh, you bounce quite a bit. Okay. All right, let's go back through the door. I probably should be more careful with my my health. Ow. Because I don't have a lot of it, and I have to fight a boss up here. These platforms are kind of awful because I can't really see my shadow, so I don't know where I'm landing. Alright. All these Doraemon games actually are kind of interesting. Actually, you know what? I need this dude because he's faster. He seems like he's probably the best character in this game. Mainly because he has speed and he can punch things. Oh, please. Checkpointing in this game is not so generous. If we die, we go back to the beginning of the level here, so I do need to be careful. Ow. I think we're doing all right, though. There we go. Trey? Who is Trey? I'm trying to think. I love the explosions in this game too. Okay, it's another Doraemon, which I think is just I think that is just a one-up. Like I think the first time you get one, it appears in your inventory, but otherwise it's just a one-up. So if I go into here, I think we only have one of those red Doraemons, right? Yeah. Mini Doraemon. See, so let's look at what we got here. These are weapons. Those are power-ups. We have used the seeds. We have not used the hoop. We have used the air tube. We have used the time Hiroshiki. Some kind of cream, and the cream says submarine on it. I think we used this. I think the flying pterodactyl wanted that. What is this? Kore katamarin. It's like slippers or something. Oh, Trey? Man, I guess you watched that recently. I don't remember anyone's name from that game whatsoever. But I do remember that scene you showed me. That's a really good scene. And I do remember, what was it? Shoot. Oh, I'm forgetting it already. the gang or whatever, and he's like screaming about how the gang is for life or whatever. It's crazy. That whole thing is crazy. I think this is the pirate ship, and I feel like there are places I can go here actually. So I think this is a good place to go. Let's already swim up too, because I feel like I usually go across the ground here. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything up here. C buttons on Nintendo 64. Maybe not the best camera control option, but you know. Soul 32 for life? Yeah, I really liked. Yeah. Trey is and Trey was your friend, right? The guy at the end who betrayed you, I assume. He is great. I do like him. That game was the first time I played through that game. I can't say I loved it, but the second time I played through, it was pretty good. I think the sound effects actually helped a lot with like the actual gameplay of it, but then like all the voice acting and stuff too. That was wonderful. It's a shame that you have to play through the game twice in order to see that. I mean, not like it's a, you know, difficult game to get through. Ow. So these guys are a little weird. I couldn't figure out how I killed these guys last time either. I think there's a specific way you need to jump onto them, but I don't know what that is. And maybe it's singing into their face is what it is. Or maybe I need to jump into their face? I really don't understand it, honestly. But if I kill myself enough jumping into them, it seems to work. Alright. I believe these are all mimics. Press the button and get out of here. I really like bad voice acting. I need to spend. I was looking at Killing Time recently, and I was like, I need to play some Killing Time. I know like my brand is maybe more Japanese focused, but I really like I like a lot of Western games too, especially if they have bad voice acting. I'm trying to remember how I got up to that bridge. I think I just jumped off here and then climbed back up. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then, well, that was the thing. I think there's another bridge up here, right? And there's that fire that's just constantly going on there. I don't know what that's about. Yeah. Like, I don't know what to do here. Let me think about this. I could try to jump over here. Didn't work out. That's the entrance, right? Oh boy. I want to play Martian Gothic at some point. There's like a crack in that wall. Oh no, it's just where that thing stands. In some ways, Alex, I feel like you kind of saw what you needed to of that game, but I would encourage you to do it. That's a neat thing. I'm glad that game exists. Like, I know people, like, I don't know. Sometimes it's okay for a game like that to come out, man. Like, I think people, oh, you know what? Maybe I can do something with this. I mean, oh, okay. Wait, there are holes all around this area. Oh, and there's that thing there. Okay, okay, okay. We got something going on here. Did you are you talking about the dub scream or the Japanese scream? I didn't play Kiwami, so I didn't get to enjoy the original dub, but I think I probably would have played it with, or the original English or Japanese. But I think, knowing me, I probably would have played it with the dub anyways. So wait, did the bombs work here then? And then I just need to spend more time hitting them? Yeah, yeah. There we go. Okay, awesome. All right. Okay, next question. What did that do? I don't really know. We did knock those spikes down. They are indeed in the water. But to what end? Like, what is the purpose of this? Sorry, I hit the mic. Like, there's gotta be a reason. I mean, did I, like, increase the water level or something? It doesn't really feel like it. This feels about right. Maybe I did. Maybe I did increase it. Because this... I don't think I could get up here before. And that has another button here for the bridge. So I think that's what happened. It just wasn't very good at communicating that the water level went up. Alright. Yeah, I remember liking that dub a lot. Which I'm kind of... I would say I generally prefer dubs, but I don't say that in a way that means that the dubs are better. I just think I enjoy them more. like I don't think I'd ever argue that, like, you know, I mean, the reality is that I don't know what Japanese voice acting sounds like, what's good Japanese voice acting or anything like that. I just kind of, you know, take it for what it is for the most part. That being said, like, some games get defined. Like, so the other day I saw someone talk about Shenmue 3 and the dub for that. And the dub for Shenmue 3 is... What is that noise? Whatever that noise was, it locked my camera and I couldn't, like, tell where I was walking off that edge at. So that kind of stinks. I feel like Majima really... I can't remember much about Majima in the first game, but in the second game, I feel like that's when I really felt like I was like, oh, Majima's kind of crazy. But I could be wrong. Admittedly, it's been like 10 years since I've played Yakuza 1, actually. It's kind of ridiculous when I think about it. I think I put like 8 years between the time I played Yakuza 1 and Yakuza 2. Like, it's silly. Alright, so let me try to have a decent camera this time when I do this. I think my camera just was stuck on the wall. I don't think anything was controlling it. Okay. That, this is kind of scary. Okay. Oh no, pirate. Shenmue 3's English dub is like really, it is cheesy in the same way that game was cheesy, and I saw some people kind of complaining about it, and I was like, you know, I think probably the people who want Yakuza in America probably want that cheesy dub, and then if you don't like it, you know, I can't say for sure, but I would assume the Japanese voice acting's in there too, and you can probably, you know, you can probably, ow. You could probably play that and just get the better voice acting that way. So as long as the Japanese dub is in the English version, I suppose I'm getting messed up. I think this fire is gonna destroy me. But it doesn't seem like my bullets hurt him either. Maybe it's gonna be the same thing where this dude's just the fastest, and so I should use him to jump on him. Okay. I guess while he's like this, I can't do anything to him. Ow. Ah, jeez, this fire! All I want to do is bounce on his head. At least getting back here probably won't be too hard. Dodging this fire is really hard because I have like no real context for where it is a lot of times. Like sometimes it's on him, sometimes it's flying around, or at least I get the impression it's flying around. Maybe I'm mistaken. Alright. I'm probably gonna die this time, but that's okay. Oops. Jumped right into it. Mama! Hey Josh, how's it going? I'm just Doraemon. Dying to skeletons. Oh man, look at this roof. I think one thing that always fascinates me in video games is when you press up against geometry, what happens. Like, I don't know why it fascinates me so much. So whenever I see a game and you're like forced an inch off the wall, or like a foot off the wall because they're like, oh no, we can't let the geometry clip through. That's always disappointing to me. Oh no, are the bridges back down? Probably. I don't want to go up there and check because I feel like I know they absolutely are, but let's just check the button. I'm gonna guess I want to press the button to do it. Get there. Yeah, I liked the Yakuza dub quite a bit actually, which I know is not quite a popular opinion. Although Judgment's getting a dub, so that's fun. I forgot if I asked how you doing, Josh. Want to check in on your boy? See how you do. I'm looking forward to Shenmue 3 though. I think that comes out. Is that this year? August? I feel like it was August. I feel like it might be that it is August or it was August and it was delayed. I feel like that's what it might be. Do people love the Yakuza dub? I don't know. Like maybe I'm mistaken. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I don't know. I feel like Yakuza is one of those series where people are just like, no, preserve the Japanese as much as possible, kind of thing, you know. But I could be very mistaken. I wish I knew how to properly kill these guys, so I didn't waste so much health trying to crush them. We're almost a full pastry down. I really want to play Countdown Vampires someday. I love survival horror games. They are perfect for that like bad dub era. Rising Zan's pretty good, but Rising Zan is very self-aware of its dialogue, so maybe you wouldn't like that kind of thing. Yeah, Judge does have a dub. You know what, Josh? Speaking of Destiny, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why I thought about this recently. But I was like, what if I played Destiny 1? Like, what a dumb thing to do. Just play through the campaign of Destiny 1. I have a copy. It's over there. I was given it. But man, I don't know. I'm pretty sure everybody just says don't do that. But that's me, I guess. I'm always the dude who's like, oh, you told me not to do something? I guess I'm going to do it now. Alright, let's try this pirate again. August 27th. Okay, that is really soon. This year is kind of crazy for me. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like and maybe it's because I have more money, so I feel like more open to getting games. But I do feel like I'm more open to buying games new. Maybe that might be why. But I feel like I've been buying games every like 2 to 3 months this year. I hate those bullets. They're so annoying. So I'm buying. I ordered Bloodstains. That should come, I think, next week or the week after. And then in September, there's that Gunvolt spin-off, Luminous Avengers 9 or whatever. I don't know how to tell like when I can hurt him again. Okay, well, I lost a ton of health there. I should probably just hang back, hit him once, and just not even get close again. Okay. Just hit him and get out. Those bullets are scary though. But yeah, August, man. Oh man. I might end up skipping out on Umihara Fresh. I want to play it, but I just don't know where it's gonna end up in my schedule of things. Oh my gosh. It's not that long to get back up here, but it's just kind of tedious because you gotta press both the buttons again, and then you also have to kill the crabs, which is kind of a random shot of whether or not you're going to actually, you know, kill them without taking too much damage. I'm trying to think if there's a better way to fight this guy. But I feel like speed is definitely what I want the most. I can't shoot him with Doraemon. The bombs don't seem to do anything. Bombs don't seem to do anything. And then I guess there's the singing guy, but I need to be like right on top of him to do the singing anyways, and he's slow and doesn't jump very high. So I don't think I want to do that. And, oh man, I kind of want to play through Shenmue 2 again. I'm not going to, but I kind of do. I like Shenmue 2 a lot, actually. But I know I won't be able to anytime soon. So I'll probably just watch a summary of Shenmue 1 and 2 story, because, dear lord, I won't remember what happened in those games. Glitches can be a very, you know, it depends on the glitch, I feel like. Like, there are fun glitches, in games. I feel like most of Ocarina of Time's glitches are mostly just fun glitches. And like Mario Kart 64 is like, there's just a lot of weird things you can do in that game because they don't really police where you go in that game very well. They just kind of set up their boundaries, and you can pretty easily just kind of... That's why that pirate platform goes up. I was wondering why it went up earlier, because when you raise the water, you can't get back up here if you didn't have it. I would say if I was falling through every other platform in the Doraemon game, it probably would be unpleasant at the very least. Okay, I'm gonna try just singing into his face. I don't think it's singing. All right. I just wish I knew what I was hitting to kill him. Like, I don't know what I did there. He just all of a sudden decided he wanted to explode. There we go. Maybe it's just you have to jump on a number of times in a row, but I remember last time I was playing, I jumped on them a ton sometimes, and they just still would not die. So, I don't know. There's probably some logic to it, and I'm just not doing a good job. We're gonna game over soon, though. I think I saved before this. I hope I did. But yeah, if you super polish a game, I don't know, like, it depends on what you're going for. Like, if a game is trying something cool and new, I'm typically going to be a lot more forgiving of it in terms of glitches and things like that. But if your goal is to make, like, a really good this type of game, and that... Oh, hello. And, oh, I didn't know this was down here. And, like... Just go. Just go. Ignore the bloopers. Ignore the bloopers. If your goal is to, like, make a really tight game or something like that, and you miss it, then, like, I don't know. Like, it's probably why I'm a lot harder on games that are, like, AAA games that don't try anything new, and they just kind of mess something up. And, like, so it might be something I don't care about. Like, for example, is Nier Automata's, like, auto-targeting system. It's not that offensive, but you know what? Deki Otu. It kind of looks like a drill. Oh, I just teleported back here. Damn it. I gotta kill those dang crabs again. Inventory. Where is that? It's in here. So I don't think this is a weapon. We'll double check, but I'm pretty sure that's not what this guy has. Okay. Anyways. Local man tries to remember what he was even talking about. But, like, I'm going to be a lot hotter on that, probably. Especially since, and, you know, this is part of my own feelings about Nier Automata in general. Of just, like, I don't... Playing the original Nier Automata feels pretty safe in a lot of ways. Compared to that original game, at least. So it was a little disappointing to me. So if you're gonna, like, I guess in my mind, Nier Automata is a game about polish, like putting polish on top of this thing that was already kind of interesting, and I feel like the polish kind of sucked some of the life out of that game, which is why. So that's kind of like the weird thing is, like, on paper, I know nobody wants to hear me complain about Nier Automata. On paper, Nier Automata is like. Platinum Games is like the perfect developer for Nier Automata because Nier is a game all about variety and taking the core mechanics of the game and twisting them in just the right ways where each part of the game feels unique and distinct and built out, and it's in, like, its own special way, I guess. I don't know the better way to put that. Like, that's what's really cool about the original Nier. And Platinum Games, I think, at least when if you're looking at something like the Wonderful 101, Platinum Games introduces, like, all these retro game aspects to Wonderful 101. Like, Bayonetta has, like, a Space Harrier mode. Wonderful 101 has, like, a punch-out thing. You know, it's... Yeah, it's like, I don't even know what's causing those things to die. Like, they do a lot of really neat variety in their games, and so I'm like, on paper, they sound like they'd be a really good developer, but I feel like they maybe they'll introduce new things into the game, but it's like usually a very shallow thing, where the original Nier is like, it not only introduces a new part of the game, like, it introduces a new part of the game, but it does so by taking the existing mechanics and skewing them, where Nier Automata is very much not so. And in the cases that it is so, it's just the same as what the original Nier did. Anyways, I don't need to talk about Nier Automata anymore. I'm sorry. I apologize. I will say that game is a good game. I'm just disappointed by it. And I'm very happy that people enjoy it, though, because just seeing, like, how many, like, everyone's really passionate about that game in a way that is really charming, and I just love seeing all the fan art for Nier Automata and stuff like that. So Did you ultimately feel like that was the case in the ultimate launch of, like, or of Smash Ultimate? Because, like, I know there are things that were missing, like the the stage builder and stuff like that, which they added in. I'm a big fan of the Wii's Smash Brother Brawl's stage builder, but I haven't messed with this new one because it looked a lot like the Wii U one, which I thought was kind of bad. But it seems like people are having a lot of fun with the Ultimate stage builder. I don't know if that means it's good, but I think people are enjoying it. Alright, let's try this again. I could try to shoot with Doraemon again and just see if maybe I just wasn't shooting at the right times. But I get the feeling that I need to... That's interesting that you can like pause mid-cutscene. Can you even change character mid-cutscene? Oh, it's not even a cutscene. Interesting. Okay. I thought that'd be considered a cutscene, but apparently not. Okay. You're gonna go fly down there. I should be careful because there's fall damage in this game. Okay. And I think I can't hurt him at this initial stage here, right? Oh, jeez, those bullets. Don't touch me. Okay. Alright, 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 alright. Got him. No damage, nice. Okay. I just wish I knew what to do about these bullets. Oh man, the fire. The fire's hot. Oh, I spawned on top of me. Ah, dang it. Okay. Got him. Alright, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Oh. I'm just gonna run this way. I can't really see anything. Oh, fire. Oh, fire. Okay. Got him. Oh no, double hit. Oh no, he's like right on top of me. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, I need to make sure I don't jump off the ship too. No damage. Got him, okay. Get out of there. Got him. Oh, dang. I wish there was like some way I could figure out how those those flames line up. Oh no, don't. Oh, okay. Alright, don't spawn on top of me either. That'd be appreciated. You know, I think he may have fell off the edge there and they reset him to the center. Because at least it looks like... Jesus Christ. At least it looked like he like flew off the railing there and then kind of like popped up back in the center after that. Without actually traversing back to the center. Please just take some damage. I was playing with fire there because I could have very easily gotten hurt. Oh no! Okay. No, I didn't jump at the right time. Okay. Okay, get out of there. These boxes are not helping me in any way. Okay. Yeah, I think he respawns in the center if he falls. Got him. Go, 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 go. Don't. Oh, no. Okay, go, go, go. Those bullets travel through boxes, I'm pretty sure, so. Okay. Alright, 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 alright. Got him? Yeah! Oof. That was another close fight. Oh. Man, the deaths in this game are so good. There's like no animation, but still. Alright. So, what have we gained? Yeah, the text adventure stuff in Nier is cool. And that's one of the things that I kind of also don't like about Nier Automata is that like in Nier, the text adventure like gets kind of tied in as you kind of go into the story, where in Nier Automata it's like literally a computer panel you're reading. So it's cool. I mean, the implementation, like the ultimate result is still the same. You're still reading like a visual novel kind of thing, but it's still like it just feels more like just a computer panel you're reading versus, you know, the forest thing. Like you're actually traversing in this forest and stuff through the text adventure and stuff. That's really cool. Trophies, yeah. I was never a fan of stickers, and I still don't like spirits. Although the spirits kind of, you know, works for the World of Light in some ways. Like, the World of Light is really... There's nothing particularly wrong about the World of Light. It's just kind of there. Like every mission has a lot of thought put into it and how it's set up and how it's like it's integrated into the sticker that, or not the sticker, the spirit that's kind of connected with it. But it's just not very fun to play. like I don't know. It's just at some point you just kind of. I think the spirits might be what actually kind of ultimately killed it, because at some point you're just saying, okay, equip the spirits that negate everything, and then you just kind of have a regular Smash battle. Not all the time, but you can. I pretty much mindlessly blew through the last 2/3 of that thing, so. I don't have a problem with the term Echo Fighter, but I do have a problem with like how they handle Daisy and stuff. Like there's nothing wrong with the adjusted fighters. I mean, that's been the case since like Melee. Like, it's cool to have a character that, even though he's copying a lot of the same movement as someone else, you know, there's a distinct characteristic of him. Like Roy has aspects of them that are different than Marth, kind of thing. And it's interesting that in Smash 4 they kind of like, it's weird that Marth is this character they've slowly just like kind of melted down into so many different characters. It's kind of crazy. Where am I going? I was gonna go try that pirate door again. I don't really think that's where I need to be, but we're gonna do it. And then we can go check the clouds again, I guess. Although I feel like I haven't gotten anything. What did I get in that, I got a drill, which I can't think of anywhere I'd use a drill, is the thing. But I like Echo Fighters. I like, I think Daisy's the worst defender though, because as far as I understand, Daisy is literally just Peach. Like, they didn't even bother, like they didn't even bother to say like, oh, Daisy or Peach is faster and one hits harder or something like that. As far as I understand, they are literally just copy paste different models, as far as I understand. So. Yeah. I don't really. I know that some people are really hung up on the 2B butt thing from both sides of thinking it is incredibly attractive, and then also from the side of hating that the game has 2B's butt as like a something that people like, I guess. I really don't care. Like, it's whatever. People are gonna like what they're gonna like. That's fine. I can't imagine the drill working for the Crystal Caves, but we'll go down there just in case. I do have a time hula hoop, but I can't think of what that would be useful for. At least I think he said it's a time hula hoop. We could double check on the car, see if maybe the car can go somewhere else that I don't know yet. Oh, okay. Dekioto? Wait. What is this? Dekioto. Let me see if I can translate this, because it looks like a drill to me, and I don't know how the drill would help us with the crystal caves. Camera translation apps are fantastic. When I put this game in, for some reason I got like an error saying there's bad data. I just took the cartridge out and put it back in. Maybe there's like something wrong with the battery on the system. But my save file was still there. I pulled the wrong app entirely. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's see what this says. If we can't scan the top, we'll try the text at the bottom too. This says light. Oh no, that doesn't look like a light to me. You know what does look like a light? The small light, and this melted a rock is what it did. I still don't understand how that worked. Alright, let's see what's going on in this crystal cavern here. There's a little dude we can talk to. I'm gonna guess that I will gain nothing from talking to him, but we can at least start the conversation, I guess. Okay, so there's like a tunnel back there. This goes up here. Oh, it's the king. The king's back here. I thought he was like frozen last time too, so. Oh. I want you. Ow. I felt like there was another enemy that wasn't just that dude there. It was though. Alright. And that takes the bridge down. Alright. We'll come back to the bridge. I'll go back. I'm ultimately happy with Smash Bros. Ultimate, but I mean, it's like the one fighting game I have any sort of skill level at. Yeah, I don't think the small light melts anything else. I'm not sure why. This music's pretty... I'm not sure if it's good, but it's interesting at least. Can I not get in there? That looks like I can, but apparently we can't swim an extra inch up. Let me see if I can... It's so weird. Oh, he like shoots up in the water. Interesting. I'm gonna guess nobody can get in there, but I like the idea of someone being able to get up here. But I'm pretty sure you have to jump from this angle here. That's probably what it's gonna be. Still have not found this kid's weapon. It still is weaponless. I'm actually pretty excited for the Dragon Quest guy. I think I don't know if they talked about how that's gonna work. I assume they're different costumes for that main character. I think it was 4 of them, so I assume there'd be 2 color variations on each. But I like my sword boys and Fire Emblem game, or not Fire Emblem games, Smash Brother games. I pretty much play all the Fire Emblem characters. I don't play Lucina really because she's basically just Marth, and I like the sweet spot. So getting rid of the sweet spot seems like a detriment to me, I guess. Like I'd rather have the sweet spot and then do less damage consistently, than just have like a guaranteed flat damage across the board. So I actually was really excited to try and Chrom, but I'm really bad at Chrom in that game. Can we climb up this? Nope, it's not Ocarina of Time. A staircase? This level feels really weird from the start. Okay. Like, I don't know what the purpose is walking over here. Dragon Quest Your Story, is that the movie that was announced? I actually know basically nothing about Dragon Quest Your Story. I think I watched the trailer maybe at some point. I remember the art style is different, right? Like, I don't think it's Toriyama's art. I think they did like some more generic 3D CG stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really watch a lot of stuff, actually. Like, I've been saying I'm gonna watch the Castlevania Netflix series for about 3 years now, or however long it's been out, and I still have not done that. So I don't think I'll end up watching it, but I think it's cool it's around. We need more good video game movies, and I realize a lot of the video game movies are bad, but you'll never know until you try, I guess. This is a door. Man, this level is weird. I still don't know what to do about those ghosts, or if I can do anything. It's also really weird when the frame rate gets fast in this game. The game just looks way too smooth. Oh! Alright. Carrie Fernandez can get up there. Let's do that. What time is it, by the way? 8:20? Okay. I don't know if I need every item in this game or not. I don't think I can get up there, and I'm pretty sure she's my highest jumper, so... Oh, there's a thing. There we go. Let's try this one. There we go. Oh! Oh, there's treasure chests here, too. Mimics. I like how every treasure chest room is just full of mimics now. Okay, we got a blue key. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I've never, I haven't played any of the newer Fire Emblems, so that's pretty funny. You know, so after I just said I never watch anything, during this year's E3, I went down a weird hole because I was trying to find... Basically, I was trying to find, I guess what could only be described as Nintendo physical reports presentations for investors. I watched a lot of these as a kid, and I liked them a lot for some reason, which is, I know it was a weird thing. There's a long story to it. Let's not worry about it. But in trying to find that, I found somebody who had the Laserdisc version of the Fire Emblem OVA and then took the dub from, I think, the VHS. Excuse me? Apparently we got to in a trap room. And took the dub from the VHS version of the Fire Emblem and then put them together. So it's like Laserdisc quality version of Fire Emblem dub for the OVA, which I watched the first episode of the OVA. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great either, but I mean, it was kind of funny. They translated Marth's name as Mars, so everyone calls him Mars instead of Marth. It's pretty silly. I enjoyed it though. There's only 2 episodes as far as I know. I only watched the first episode though, because it was 2 in the morning. And I was like, oh no. I guess this is what I'm doing now. It probably was more productive than watching 2008 financial reports by Iwata. You know, like, the moments where you do something stupid like that, just jump off the edge, it doesn't feel so bad when you're just playing by yourself, but when you're in a stream, it's just like, oh man, I feel like a dummy, a big dummy. Because not only have I burdened myself with this, now you guys have to watch me run all the way up these stairs again. I probably, like, the problem was I was trying to, like, shortcut jump around these corners, and I need to not do that. I need to just go on foot. Okay. So, what happened in this room? I was in here, and the floor pulled away. Okay. The floor looks very clearly marked for death. So I think we could probably be okay in here without too much trouble. All right, easy enough. Okay, I want to go across there. There's a bunch of ghosts. So these platforms are just going in circles. So I can just ride the platform the whole way. I don't really know why that platform is in the middle. Okay. I actually picked up Codename Steam this week. I went around to a bunch of GameStops because I just kind of wanted some cheap 3DS games, and you know, 3DS isn't at the point yet where everything's super cheap. I don't know if it ever will get to that point. I feel like games don't get that cheap normally these days anymore. Although Wii games you can find for like $1, and like $1 to $2. But I feel like there's limited options for seeing that in a retail environment these days. I feel like most retail don't mark down that low. So I picked up Codename Steam. I also got the box for Wii Ski. Okay, apparently this door is not opening right now, so. Oh, we have the key to this door, though. I got a box for Wii Ski for free, because I was going to try to buy Wii Ski. Oh! Hello, Santa. I'm assuming Santa Claus is the boss? Ho, ho, ho. Yoko. Kitane. Just vomit out. What's it called? Let's see. I feel like the easiest strategy is if Doraemon can shoot somebody, you should shoot them. Ow. Although I'm taking damage here. It's a little hard to like I think when you're shooting, you kind of keep aiming the way you jumped from. So it's not particularly easy to just ow. To like shoot like jump and turn and shoot real quick. Jeez. I also feel like I'm not really able to aim at him very well. Maybe I should just punch him. Maybe I should use the speed and just try to get in there to give him a good old kiss to the gut. I just gotta be, you know... I punched his... Oh. I'm making mistakes. I'm committing to a lot of things I cannot afford to commit to right now. Maybe... Okay. Get some distance with this dude. And then... turn with Doraemon. And shoot. Oh, there we go. Okay. We worked it out. I like the texture on his bag. It's like a reindeer with sunglasses on. Just says Xmas on it. Alright, have a good night, James. Enjoy the sleepy time. Oh. It's good Christmas music. Let's see. Oh, I was gonna see how long it lasted, but Oh. What is it? Blue Santa. Oh, so I think we rescued a red king based off the redstone. Maybe this is the blue king for the blue stone. So that means there's one green king left. Maybe. But the Martha and Ike, you have to have amiibos though, right? Which I don't have a Martha or Ike amiibo. I have like a really bad set of amiibos. I have Link, Tom Nook, Chibi Robo, the Splatoon girl, and Luigi. Like, I feel like they're never useful for anything. Alright, well... Let me just double check that thing, whatever I got isn't in my inventory. It wasn't very clear. I don't know what this is. Kind of looks like a tablet. A tablet in front of a microwave? Okay. So, the only thing I can think of next... I still haven't gotten into that rat room. I also haven't gotten to the castle yet. Busted his present open. That's a fun. I love Santa in video games. I like that, like, it doesn't matter that it's not a Christmas game. Santa's just here. I think Secret of Mana has the same thing. Secret of Mana is a game I should play through. I've got some beef with how the camera works in that game. But I should play through it entirely. Because my camera beefs should be, I should play through so I can be, like, very confident with my problems with the camera in that game. Or turn around on it. Like Resident Evil 7. Secret of Mana right now, I feel like the same way with Resident Evil 7 to some extent. Okay. So... whatever's going on here, we still can't get in here. Apparently we can. Don't know how that happened, but I jumped at the door enough, I guess. Oh, I guess we're fighting, okay. Oh, is he running? Maybe he's showing me something. Oh man, this camera's trying to show me where this mouse is going, but it's not making this platforming that much better. Alright, alright, alright. We got this. Oh, maybe he's going to the nest. Maybe that's what the nest is for. It's gotta be, right? Let's go for it. Okay. Oh no, I got a platform. I'm gonna guess maybe I don't need to keep up with them. I'm not that far behind at the moment. Ah! Jesus! Vicious mice. Alright. There he is. Your children are attacking me. Awesome, okay. I wonder if that's the last piece. I literally can't think of anywhere else to go right now, so... So, I guess let's go back to the beanstalk area and see if maybe we can access the castle now. Banjo, like I talked about the Dragon Quest main character in Smash Bros. Earlier. Banjo looks pretty good too. That dragon does sound like a cat. It meows. I'm sure they probably literally just use a cat meow for it. I'm gonna guess I can't go over here yet, but we'll see what happens. I've been surprised by many other things. Yeah. Okay. So this leaves me in a bit of a predicament. I think I literally don't know any place I haven't been. The first area had... I've been to all the places in the first area. I've been everywhere over in there. I went everywhere for the pirate ship. The exception being I did not swim around the entire bottom of the pirate ship, so there could potentially be more doors down, or more openings in the bottom of the pirate ship. I don't think that's the case, but it's potential. Okay, there's something going on here. So it looks like there's another path here as well. Are there any other random paths up here that I didn't explore? I think it's just these ones. Okay, so we got two paths up here. I don't know how to get... Oh, you know what? That path might have been for this seat, though. So I'm not sure. Cat area had the mouse store. We got that. Pretty sure we've completed everything there. The underwater area... I don't think there's anything left there as far as I could tell. Let's re-explore this area a little bit, because it's been a while since I've looked around, but I'm pretty sure the three exits are that place over there, which doesn't have anything that I can go to, this giant hole, and then the crystal caves down there. We could go back in the car and see if we can get somewhere with the car. But this just looks like the same race as before. And I'm gonna guess I'll get a 1-up from doing this. There is a missile or something? Oh, I got bigger? Well, this is different. Oh no. Oh no, I messed up. Ah, I'm missing all these boosts. I assume they're boosts. Oh boy. I don't remember this course being so long either. I do remember this part though. Okay, he won. I feel like this probably doesn't help me. But it's the only thing I know that I can do that's new right now. I'm gonna guess it's just gonna give me a 1-up though. Trying to think of anything else. The crystal caves. Was there anything in the crystal caves that was suspicious? There was that like metal wall in the crystal caves that we didn't really know what to do with. I don't remember where any of these are, so... I'm sure that means I'll do a great job remembering how to get them this time. Okay. Nope, nope. Wasn't worth the troubles. I also don't want to grind that out a bunch, only to find out that it's a 1-up as well. Let's check out the peak of this rock here. Yeah, just a rock. It's interesting, you can only stand on one side of this rock. It's only this side. Every other side makes you slip. Like, I want to look at my items to figure out where I can go, but I don't know where I could use these items. We can check the door right before Santa again. I think this area won't be too long to check into as long as I stay focused and don't go off those like weird side paths. Just talk to the king here real quick, but I don't think I need to. Okay. That's a dead end in there. Nothing really going on. I don't think I fully went to the left up here. I think I skipped a portion of this. But I'm pretty sure this is just where I come out the other door. Yeah. Oh, that Final Fantasy VII Remake looks really good. I'm playing Final Fantasy 15 right now, and I feel like Final Fantasy VII Remake kind of takes the problems with 15's battle system and at least theoretically seems to fix a lot of them. At least that's my feeling. I can't say for sure. I feel like there has to be a reason for this platform there. Like, why would you put that platform in the center? I just can't think of anything you would do with it. Okay. And I think the weird metal door is on the left here. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can break through this wall. And see what's on the other side of this door. I feel like the walls have been a lot more solid recently. I haven't had nearly as much luck pushing the camera through them. I want to see. Let me see. Maybe I can go through this part? I'm not really sure what the requirement is to crack through these walls. Let me see if I can bust the camera. No. That's just the Santa room. Oh, so here's the thing. This is a weird wall. But I think that weird wall is just these walls too. So it could be that it is absolutely nothing. Okay. So we're able to look through that one. Let's see. There's like a ledge here. Maybe I can poke my camera through. There's a room in there. Okay, So I can confirm that much. But what do I do to get in there? And the weird thing is, like, there's no prompt to get in either, which is usually what you have to do in order to unlock, like, the, oh, excuse me. You usually need some kind of prompt to unlock this door, like a door. I guess potentially we could defeat Santa and then see if we can come back out the door and see if it's open. That seems very obtuse, though. Alright, let's fight Santa again real quick. At the very least, we get a 1-up, so. Ow. Oh man, that hurts so much. At least it's like fairly easy to hit him. Ow. Come on, there we go. Okay. Okay. So we got another Christmas present. I don't want it. It's a 1-up. I don't want it. Looks like I might have to take it though. I do not think it's an option. Let me in. Huh. Doraemon. All right. I think I'm stuck. I think the only thing I could really theoretically do right now that I can really think of being like a real improvement over the situation, or like something I knew I could tangibly taste, is beating that race. But I have a bad feeling that I'm going to grind that race out for a long time, and it's just going to be another one of these guys. So rather than put you guys through this, let me see if I can pull up a guide real quick. I know there's a guide on GameFAQs for this game, so let me see if I can figure out where I need to be going. Because I don't want to spend the whole night just roaming around. Doraemon and the 3 fairy spirit stones. Oh gosh, this page is broken. Don't be broken, please. Thank you. Okay. All right. Question is, where do we even start on this thing? All flight control. This joystick can be placed anywhere. Much for that reason, freely maneuvering upward can be possible. All things can be maneuvered by using this. Let me get out of this screen so I can look at my inventory. I'm looking at the translation of all the items here. Also, what items are left. One of them being a cloud hardening mixture, which is very much what I'll need. But I'm gonna guess this is the. This is probably the flight tool. I don't know how you use any of this stuff really though. There's this like flower patch here that's kind of mysterious, but I think it's just decoration. I don't think there's any actual things going on here. Okay. Cloud hardening gel. Man, there's some weird items in here, and I don't know if they actually do anything. Like, the guide seems to imply they might do stuff, but I haven't really found any reason to do it. Story translation. Let's see. Cloud hardening gel is probably gas. Heavenly Sky Castle. This guide is not very helpful. It also numbers out levels, but I have no idea what levels are what. Deep sea cream. It lets you withstand water pressure. I think a lot of these functions of these items that I'm reading are mostly flavor text. This guide is not very helpful. Grade up fluid. When fluid is applied with the fluid, the enemy can be put behind. Its improvement is improved. This guide is weird. It's a bunch of text translation. Okay, get the time warp cloth from the race. Or no, you need it to start the race. So it looks like there are multiple races with the guy. This guide is not very descriptive of what you get from these things, but it sounds like I do need to get, or like maybe not that I do need to get, but I need to finish these races to get some stuff. It just doesn't really specify what. So we will do that. All right. It'd be nice if there's like an easy way to retry this race, but and I don't think this race is gonna be particularly hard. But the turns are a little. The steering in this car is weird in a way that I kind of like it, but with the turn, it's a little hard to be accurate with it. It more or less is kind of like a general suggestion of where you're turning to. I don't think that third boost is worth pursuing. It seems way too out of the way in a way that prevents me from. Oh boy! Got it. Oh no! Oh no! It seems way too out of the way, and probably isn't actually worth the boost once you consider like how much speed you're getting versus like how much you'll have to turn back to center back out. But like this drifting right here is pretty cool. Like that feels good drifting on these edges here because of how the car controls. Maybe I can try braking more if I get too close to like a point where I know I'm gonna kind of just hit a wall. Also, I am catching up to this dude, so maybe we have a chance to win still. Nope, this is the end of the race. Let's be the lady. Ikimasu! I did get some import games in this week. I imported a copy of Blue Breaker Burst 1. Which I've played through, and I don't want to say I 100%ed Blue Breaker Burst 2 because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of CGs that I don't have still, potentially. It's weird because like Blue Breaker Burst 1 and Blue Breaker Burst 2, as far as I can tell, are very much the same game, to the point that Blue Breaker Burst 2 had like open slots for like if you import your file from Blue Breaker Burst 1 for like progression, so you like as you complete characters, it fills in their face on this like on the save file, and all the characters from Blue Breaker Burst 1, I went the wrong way. That's okay. All the characters from Blue Breaker Burst 1 are missing from the Blue Breaker Burst 2 save file because you have to play them in Blue Breaker Burst 1. So I was hoping, because the games are nearly identical, in terms of both not only how they play, but like their functionality, and literally the opening movie for them is the same and things like that, or at least very similar if not the same. I kind of expected that maybe Blue Breaker Burst 1 would recognize Blue Breaker Burst 2 save data, so you could kind of, 100% your file still if you start with Blue Breaker Burst 2, but I don't think that's the case. I tried recognizing, or getting the PlayStation to recognize the Blue Breaker Burst 2 save data, and it didn't really want anything to do with that, unfortunately. So, I will have to. We're not doing bad. Like, if I can get through without bumping a wall, then I think we'll be okay. So I know it is silly to be like, oh, I expect a sequel to pull in the save data from the previous game, or rather, sorry, the opposite. I expect the previous game to pull in the save data from the sequel. That sounds like ridiculous, but just like how that game is built, it kind of feels like that should be the case. Not that I'm upset that it doesn't. It's just if I wanted to get like a complete save file with all the characters, I'd have to play through Blue Breaker Burst 2 again, which I probably will not do. I like Blue Breaker Burst 2, but I have plenty of other things I can be doing rather than creating a check mark of faces on a save file. So, like playing actual Blue Breaker at some point. Also, imported the PS2 Doraemon game, so I played that. That game is interesting. I didn't actually get far in it. I just basically ran around the starting town. I like how I said I was never going to go for that boost, and yeah, I still did it. I want this boost here if I can, but I didn't get it that time either. I think we're still okay, though. That may have killed it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm keeping up. Man. I don't really know if there's like a lot of space for me to make up here, because it is so windy, and I don't think there's any boost really. Although I am making up here, so I'm doing okay. I think we might have this if I don't mess this up. There we go. Yay! Alright, do we get anything? Oh, another shard! Okay, cool. Alright. And I believe there's another race there. So let's see if we can, let's see how intense it is. I should save, but we'll do it next time. Once I get kicked out of the race again, they put me in front of the tree, so... Okay. There's a stage in Snowboard Kids 2 that kind of looks like this. It's like an underwater stage. It's pretty cool. Well, it's definitely slightly different. There's more boosts. Also more jellyfish at the start. Oh, lucked out on that one. I feel like I'm not making great decisions on the routes I'm taking. And I don't know if my speed matches his or not. I mean, I guess I'm catching up right now. It is interesting that the track is the same every single time. Like, sorry, we couldn't make new tracks, but please race this guy. Oh no. Yeah, I think we lost this. Yeah. Unless there's a bunch of boosts here at the end, which I'm going to guess probably not. Also, I think we more or less just screwed ourselves here. Let's go exploring. What's over here? Is this an area we came through? Oh, weird. I saw my car like turn. Let me see if I can do that again. Like, I was able to see the side of my car for a little bit. And I'm not sure what caused that to happen. I wonder if spinning causes the camera to turn slightly. I can't get it to work again. It was weird, like I could see the front of the car for a little bit. Or not the front of it, but like I had a greater angle on the car than I expected. Okay, anyways, Ikimasu! Alright. Try this car thing again. I could look at the items I have that I haven't used and just see where they're being used in this guide. Again, the guide's not super helpful, but I mean, the shard from this thing was pretty important, so I don't know if it's gonna keep giving me important things. It's not just seeming to be just an extra mini game. It seems like it's pretty intended that you're gonna grind this thing out at least a little bit. I didn't get the boost. That's okay. Let's go this way and follow him this time. Okay, there's only one boost this way. The other way has 3 boosts. But we do cut the corner a little tighter there. I hit the wall though. Oh man, I wish this run wasn't so far. Shogunai na. Alright. Swim, swim. I like how far you can be from that tunnel and it still triggers. Alright. I got Can Bunny DX. That is an adult PCFX game. I don't know what I'm going to do with that thing, honestly. I kind of felt like I should just get... Like, I got First Kiss Story, which was like an 18+ game, but it's not really an 18+ game. I think they're just trying to be safe, so they slapped it on the cover without thinking too much about it. And I was like, I guess I should probably have one 18+ game for the PCFX. It is a system that is at least infamous for people thinking that it's filled with them, but I was talking to Vink in the Discord channel for Famicom Dojo recently, and he's like, well, probably less than 10% of the games have any kind of erotic nature to them, which, in thinking about it, is probably true. I'm going to guess most people just assume they're all erotic because they're all visual novels and stuff, and, you know, at least back when the PCFX would have maybe been first looked at very often, you probably had a lot of people being like, oh, that's the visual novel platform, and associated visual novels with 18 plus games, and they're like, that's the one full with all the porn and stuff. So, but yeah, I put it in for a little bit. It looks nice. The sprite work on PCFX games, like, something about them sometimes doesn't always look like, I feel like maybe there's too many colors in PCFX games sometimes, and they kind of get a muddy look to some of the character sprites. But when they stick to simple sprites with simple colors, I think the platform really benefits a lot with that. I think the reason why the reason why it looks kind of muddy is because I'm playing it on a HD TV into the capture card kind of thing. So if you're on a CRT, I'm sure those sprites would blend in a lot more. They wouldn't be so like full of random bits of color, you know. That's kind of the weird thing with that stuff, is like you kind of look at it and it's just like a mishmash of color that's meant to be blurred, or colored pixels meant to be blurred to kind of make a picture. And like the pixel art part of it probably wasn't as well thought out. But that's kind of the nature of playing older video games built for CRTs and stuff. It's like, oh, this is how you're intended to see it. There's a thing I was looking at for, I think it was Final Zone for the PC-88, and like in the character bios. All right, have a good night, Alex. Enjoy. In the character bios, thank you for coming too. Appreciate it. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm going to guess you're probably not going to miss out on much, Alex, if you do leave now. Alright, well, at least we are behind him. The next step is not doing that, which I seem to be doing every time now. I think it's because I'm cutting that corner on the... I'm going the way the other guy goes, and I think I'm coming around that corner a way that I'm not particularly good at approaching it. But yeah, like, older games aren't really designed to be pixel art, I assume. They're designed to be more meshed out, I assume, I guess. I have a CRT here, but it's not great. And, like, capturing while hooked up to a CRT is not particularly fun either. And honestly, you know, as much as I sit here and talk about, you know, visual quality and games and stuff, and, like, old retro consoles, trying to get them set up, it's mostly so I can capture them, not because, like, capture them to the best of how they look, not usually because I actually want it for myself. I'm pretty tolerant of a lot of things when it comes to visual stuff in games, which is always my concern, that, like, maybe I don't have the eye for something, and then, like, I record a video trying to be, like, as accurate as possible, and quickly find out that I'm like, oh, I messed something up completely. Like my Shaman King video, I had some major issues with GBA games displaying at the proper aspect ratio, and I don't think I ever really figured it out, but you know, I eventually got there. Man, I am failing to do well at this at all. Ooh, there we go. Okay. We lost. Okay. Trying to think if there's any way we could really improve on this run. But I really think it's just don't hit the walls and get the boosts. Swim, 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 swim. Also, surprisingly tired, but we only have 20 minutes left, so I can definitely power through. Boom. Boom. It's a shame we won't beat this game tonight. I was hoping we would. I like this game, though. this racing stuff maybe is not the best part of it, but or at least like making the player be this proficient at it may not be the best part of it. I'm gonna go left still. I think I like left better. I don't know if it's worth it, honestly, but I feel like I come into this turn nicer. I am missing these boosts, though. I feel like that's gonna continue to come back to bite me. Even just like bouncing really slows me down. Nah, as soon as I hit the wall, I'm pretty much screwed. The re-acceleration is so slow on this thing. Bam. Hey Zara, how's it going? Oh, it's going pretty bad. That's how it's going for me. Pretty bad. Oops, I don't want to do that. Oh. How you doing today? You came at a interesting part of this run. As in, this run, like I'm speedrunning. Hey guys, I'm speedrunning Doraemon. Only 4 hours of play and I'm still lost. But yeah, the only thing I really know what to do at this point is to race this car, and I don't think that's going to solve my problem, but I think I still need to do it anyways. So I'm just kind of doing this right now. Yeah, sleepy time's good times. It's like Pacific time here, so it's like 9:10, but I have to get up around like 7 in the morning at the latest, so unfortunately I gotta start preparing for bed pretty quickly after the stream, but I do like try to make the posts for the stream and everything. It's kind of a pain actually, but I also need to figure out lunch for tomorrow. So I beat this guy twice, and I got the shard the second time. I don't know if I need to do this the third time. I'm guessing with like how hard this is, probably not. Okay, so the last time's only for 100% completion. All right. So then, yeah, I've probably done everything I need to do at this point, and I don't know if I'll be 100% completing this game. Probably not. Dang, we were so close. I'm not gonna make it because I didn't get any boosts, I don't think, but. And he goes faster than me, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. We were pretty close that time. Oh, nice. I'm glad you enjoyed enough to do that. Are you... I wonder, like, there's somebody on YouTube who has a speedrun posted for this that I did see. I did not watch it too much because I'm basically doing a blind run of this game. I'm not a speedrunner. I will never speedrun this game. But I do want to watch the speedrun when I'm done, because I think speedrunning's cool. I used to be, for not speedrunning, I've been weirdly involved in speedrunning stuff. Not in speedrunning stuff, but I've been involved in speedrunning things my life. Not in the act of speedrunning, but I've been around it a lot. I used to write for the Speed Gamers, who's like that really early streaming marathon group, and then I watched a ton of AGDQ really early on. And not so much these days, but, you know, I find speedrunning kind of fascinating. But I'm not a speedrunner at all. Okay. As long as I don't hit a wall, I think... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. I kind of want to... I got so close. I kind of want to do it. Like, I know it's only for 100%, but what if I did? Especially since I have no idea where else to go right now. Yeah, I mean, I didn't do any like speedrunning stuff there. I basically just worked on their blog. So it wasn't like I showed up on the streams or anything like that. They invited me to go early on, but I was in college at the same time, and I also worked a part-time job, and I was doing writing freelance work, and then also doing that volunteer writing work. So like I should have gone, but unfortunately I convinced myself I needed to continue to work hard and did not go at all. Oh, no. So, but yeah. I'm gonna guess the speed game for this maybe is not so active these days. I could be wrong. I'm always really surprised what has like an active speedrunning community. Right now, the only person I really watch is Peaches, and he does like Kid Chameleon and Katakumin, I think is what it's called. I think Kid Chameleon's his focus right now. I'm not sure what he's worked on recently otherwise for speedrunning. But I found him through like his Quest 64 run, I think, so. Okay. How about the other games? 'Cause I know there's like 3 games on Nintendo 64. I don't know anything about them really. I just kind of happened to get this game because it was $3 and I drove right into that pole. Alright. I'm losing it. We're not going back there right now. I'm losing it. We'll 100% it later when we can. Although it is almost the end of the stream for me, so. Okay, gotcha. I might import the other 2 games. I really enjoyed this. I am gonna cheat here though, because I have been stuck for kind of a while now, and try to look up some of these items and where to go. Because I kind of feel like I've drained all of my my resources. Oh yeah, I haven't seen the Super Nintendo games before. I did pick up the Game Boy game. I actually have that set up right now. It was a backup in case we beat this game early. I imported that recently as well for like $1, and it seems cool. Like both of these games seem really cool. Like they're not great, but they have some neat adventure aspects to them and platforming. Like they have quite a bit of variety in them in a way that I think Super Mario 64 doesn't. Maybe for good reason Super Mario 64 doesn't. But you know. Okay. So things that I have that I have not used. I'm pretty sure I've got a hula hoop, and I don't know what this hula hoop does. Okay. There's an armored gate on the other side of the volcano that is blocked. Pass through the hoop. With this, the other side will allow you to go through. Alright. Let me see if this guide also on GameFAQs is maybe not the clearest thing I've ever read. But it kind of helped, like, I don't really want to spoil the game too much for me, so even if it's just like is kind of obtuse in what it's saying, that's okay. I don't need it to be. I mean, there are a ton of Doraemon games, so I'm not surprised that some of them are good, but I've been kind of surprised by the number of them that look interesting, or at least like, I don't know, I feel like there's a very consistent style in some cases, in some ways. I could be wrong about that though. Don't listen to me. I'm talking out my butt. I've only seen like 4 Doraemon games, but they all look like they're interesting games, and I haven't like particularly gone on my way to oh, goodbye, to look for them and just kind of happen to pop them. Dang it. Alright, got him. I'm gonna guess these guys don't do anything by killing them, but I did have a room where something unlocked by killing guys at one point, so. Are you gonna get the new Harvest Moon one? I wanna look through the wall here, if I can. Okay, there's a path down there. That's the boss room. There's something right there. I'm not sure if this is the center of the volcano where I came down from. It kind of looks like it, but I can't look up to see. I think it might be, though. I have killed the Chibi volcano. Confirmed. Trying to think. Ah, dang it. That opened a door for me? Because I've definitely killed him before. Like, I kill him every time I come through here. Is it this? This doesn't look like it's opened. That's the boss room. Okay, that door opened because of that. I don't know if there's a way to kill these ghosts. Oops. I am doing a great job of not looking at the stream and... Okay, these are all just mimics. I'll kill these mimics just in case. I am burning my health on accident here. Okay. Yeah, I've been pretty much ignoring the ghosts for the most part because of it. I figured they probably couldn't die, but couldn't say for sure. Well, I don't know. I don't see anything new, but let's go back. I already killed the boss in here a couple times. Is this where I came in from? Yeah. Yeah. Oops. I'd imagine, like, to some extent, like, it's really cool checking these games out, probably, but it probably can get very tiring in its own way, too. So is this the room with the volcano in it? Yeah, it is. That Chibi volcano's down there. I don't know. It doesn't. It says when having the pass through the hoop. Sturdy it is. Armored gate. Other side is a volcano. Yet the way is blocked. Pass through the hoop. Oh, the armored gate is how you get in here, though. So, I don't think... I could have just backed out there. I don't know why I killed myself. I don't think I need to actually be here right now. I think I was just misreading this guide because it is confusing. So maybe I already used the hoop? And just wasn't aware of it? So I used this for the crystal cave, apparently. I'm guessing I used this for the pirate ship. Use that to get to the what's it called? I haven't figured out what this is for. There's a car, and then some shoes. Boy. Alright. Let me see what these shoes are. Picture book entering shoes. Are there any picture books in this game? I'm trying to think if I've ever seen one. There is a library, but I don't remember seeing a book in there that was like open or something. Yeah, the hard thing is figuring out what's, because I'm using these items kind of as clues of where to go. And it was fine when I had like an idea of where I need to be, but as far as I know at this point, the only two things I have left that I am aware of is in the beanstalk area. Although I did get a new crystal since I've been up here. Whoops. So I'm pretty sure for here I need the cloud hardening gel, which I do not have. At least I'm under the impression I don't have. I did this level. There wasn't really a lot there. And I went over here and nothing happened over here really either. My assumption is this is the same as the cloud hardening gel, but I don't know for sure. That also could be this level for this guy. Which I guess I haven't tried to see if there's multiple things for this guy. Also, I don't know if you, like, is there a way to move faster with this thing? Because I feel like I can't avoid anything. I just basically have to take all the hits and hope I don't die. I'm guessing there's probably going to be like an optimal path up this thing where things won't hit you, but... Flap, 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 flap. I love these bird formations though. I love like little owls, and they have like little bow ties on their head, it looks like. That's really cute. I'm guessing this might be the best way to get up here, because it seems like nothing seems to care if I just keep going a direction. It's a good song. I'm trying to think if this is my favorite song or not. Oh boy. That being said, like, even though I'm just like flying off to the side, I'm conserving so much health than I did the last time. Tiny birds! Oh my god! I like the music in the area that the stone buttons. Underwater swimming on. That's a. I haven't been there in a long time. I'd have to listen to it again. But I like the area with the stone buttons a lot. That's a good song. Do people play this frequently? I get the impression that this game was imported quite a bit a long time ago, because Nintendo 64 games, or there were very few Nintendo 64 games in early '97. But I don't know if it's something people really look at these days. I'd have to think that people were like, at this point, like, Super Nintendo and NES have been so, like, mined for stuff that, like, people would be looking at Nintendo 64 stuff a bit more. Takehubuta. It kind of looks like a telescope. Let me see. I want to go here. Or is this a propeller? Oh, maybe I can fly across to the, fly across one of those gaps? The fact that I know there's a cloud hardening gel makes me think that the one to the castle probably can't be flown across to, but maybe the other side? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, it's unfortunate because this game's actually pretty cool. I have no idea where the moon is. You are revealing a fact to me about this game that I was completely unaware of. I'm gonna guess what I'm about to do is not going to count then. That, and this is the area that's for the, what's it called? Go to the moon. Oh, wait. Okay. This is where I was thinking. I didn't realize we were going to the moon, though. Also, do you know the girl with the blue hair's name? I really like her design a lot. Alright. I guess we're at the moon. Am I dead? Oh no, I have a helicopter on my head. I thought it was a, what's it called? A halo. I'm guessing we're moving? No? Oh, can I? Oh! Oh! This is silly. This is fun. This game's fun. I like this game a lot. This is real good. Corona? Okay, I'll look into it. Uh-oh. My propeller sounds like it's stopping, which makes me think I'm running out of time. I was yeah, I was trying to look up, like, it's really hard to look up Doraemon characters. I found that she's like the princess of the fairy kingdom or something like that, but I couldn't find her actual name. Do you have a physical copy of the game? Like, or sorry, not a physical copy. A boxed copy, I should say. Oh, come on. Give me that chest. I was wondering if, like, there's art in the manual for the characters at all. I think this is the cloud hardening gas, or whatever it is. Oh, there is. Oh, man. I might have to... I might have to see. I was trying to find scans of the... you know, yeah, I'm on Twitter at OCULIN. I think it's the same my Twitch name. I need to line up my Twitch name and what's it called? I run a website right now called One Controller Port. I'm not that into streaming. It mainly, more than anything, honestly, it's a way to me to force myself to play games. Like, I would probably never sit down and find time to play Doraemon. But if I commit 2.5 hours to it every week, then I can find the time. So yeah, if you look up on Twitter, I would definitely be interested in seeing that art if you are able to. I was trying to see if somebody had scanned it, but I couldn't find it. I have somebody I import from consistently, so I might. In general, like if like a full box set of these aren't that expensive, I might go ahead and get a full box set of these. I get the impression what's happening right now is... Oh, okay. Apparently that is what I want to do. Oh, man. Keep on. Keep on. Mama! Keep on. Oh, boy. Mama! This is game over. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. I guess I could have just linked it to you. Did we save? Let me make sure we saved real quick. Almost there, 25 out of 32. But yeah, if you have some speedruns on YouTube, go ahead and send them over to me. I'd be interested in seeing them once I'm finished with this game. So. Oh, thank you for the... I have a notification. I assume it's from you. Oh no, you're just following me. Okay, I will follow you back. I follow a lot of people on Twitter. I will warn you. So you may get lost into the to the mass, but I will definitely try to keep an eye out for you. I follow like 3,500 people. It's just I have a weird way of using YouTube, or not YouTube, Twitter, where it's like basically I use it as a way to like keep an eye on communities and stuff and just like kind of see what everybody's into, I guess. Maybe that's not a weird way to use it, but like I guess how I do it is I follow groups of people that are into something at a time. So like I fill my Twitter feed with somebody who's into a certain game and just like kind of spread out and follow from there, and then just kind of enjoy my Twitter feed for that content for a while, and inevitably I split off to somebody else and follow a bunch of people. So yeah, if you haven't recorded, I would definitely be into seeing it. So well, I'm glad you came. Unfortunately, it is end of stream time for me. I have to shower still and get ready for work. I do have the propeller still, so I'm glad I can pick up right afterwards on where we left off. Appreciate you for letting me know that the car driving thing is not required though. So thank you. I may, this game seems pretty easy to 100%. I may just 100% it. Unless there's like some one thing that you can think about it that's just like, this is an awful way to play this game or something. Like if there's something that's like so ridiculously challenging that I'll never get, then I probably won't bother to 100% it. But it seems pretty reasonable. I mean, and for being a kid's game, it probably is, you know, pretty. This game's cool though. Yeah, and I got pretty close. I was right behind him at one point. So I'm confident I could do it with enough grinding. And I may not stream it. I might just do it just to do it. So there is one save file on this system, or no, so there was a full set of save files. I'm sorry. Let me show you. He had everything. I'm gonna assume everything but the car thing. But he also only has 3 of the red shards, so I think maybe he didn't beat the game. Let's see, maybe he... Let me see if he, I'm getting the spoilers here. So he did have the cloud hardening in jail. So he's just missing whatever this is. I'm assuming... I don't know what that is. Oh, and that other Doraemon game I have is, what's that? It's gonna be on 3, and it's whatever this one is. I think this may have been a somewhat of a port of the NES game. They looked very similar, at least. So I actually just kind of bought this game before I even started playing Doraemon, so I thought this looked kind of interesting, but... Yeah, this one seems interesting. Like what caught my eye is that... Oh, no, let's not do that. Was that, like... There's, like, a weird mix of stuff. Like, there's this weird overworld kind of exploration section here, where you can punch things. But then there's also, like, a lot of... Like... I don't know how to put it. Like, there's just like a platforming section, and then there's like shooter sections too. I just died immediately. Like, this is pretty cool. This is a pretty cool game. But I've only played like the first 10 minutes of it. I basically hooked it up to make sure it worked, but I haven't done any more than that. So, oh, apparently that's a 1-up. This alligator gives me all sorts of trouble sometimes. Okay. Doraemon 4 for the SNES? That's... You know... Ah, dang it. I ran right into him. I, don't really have any 16-bit consoles. Sometimes I think about fixing that. But other times, like, I'm somebody who likes to kind of explore games quite a bit. Like, I just like buying stuff, and sometimes it turns out it's cool. I'm a big fan of, like, Aconcagua for the PlayStation, and I see there's some content for Aconcagua these days on YouTube, but it's not a ton. Like, and I pretty much imported that game blind. I'm like, this game just looks cool visually. And it ended up being like one of my favorite PlayStation games. But for Super Nintendo, I feel like I kind of know a lot of stuff on there. Like I feel like most of the stuff that people that people have mined it to the extent that I probably wouldn't find that many exciting games on there that are just like, oh, I've never heard of this thing before, which I know is probably like I should just enjoy the game if it's a good game. I shouldn't worry about like, you know, what I know about it ahead of time, but I like exploring games, and the less traveled, I think, the more exciting it is in some ways. But that being said, I have not heard of any of the Doraemon games on Super Nintendo, and that people like them. So that's actually very tempting now, to hearing that. So thank you for the recommendation. I probably won't buy any more Doraemon games for now, but at least not until I beat the Nintendo 64 one, and maybe this one? I don't know what my plans are for this one. This is cool, though. I'll look into the Super Nintendo ones, though. Alright. Donkey Kong Country 2. I've never watched that many Donkey Kong Country speedruns. I haven't played Donkey Kong Country in a very long time. Yeah! This is what I bought this game for. Yeah. Doraemon's revolver. This is actually literally the first screenshot I saw was Doraemon and that revolver thing and the icon thing. I was like, this is cool. This is a cool game. I don't know if Doraemon ever had a revolver in the TV show. Look at this like world. It's so strange. Yeah, if all the Doraemon games like have as much variety as both this Nintendo 64 game and this game, I'm probably gonna play more Doraemon games because these are all pretty cool. Turbo, yeah, I actually, I don't know if you can see it over there. I have a PCFX there. Do not have a PC Engine though. Maybe someday. Maybe one day. Instead, I'm just gonna play my Otome video games on my PC. PCFX. I have like 2 Otome games. Angelique Special, which I think is like a Mario Party Otome game, and Aburea no Otome, which is like a strategy RPG Otome game. So I need to play those at some point. PCFX is a weird console. I like it. Yeah, I'll look around. Like I'm curious, like how many consoles Doraemon games came out on. Because I imagine, I mean, it's still a popular brand these days. So I imagine probably most popular consoles, PCFX excluded, would probably have some sort of Doraemon game on it. Hey, Yaki Doraemon, I am sorry to say, this is the end of the stream. But I appreciate you coming. I'm sorry you did not get to see some Doraemon with your triple hellos. All these hellos. You were very excited for Doraemon. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. I'm gonna be back next week. I only stream once a week. I'm not a heavy streamer, so every Thursday at 7 o'clock Pacific time. So if you want to tune back in next week, I'll be here. Otherwise, I should do my spiel because I keep forgetting to do my spiel at the end of any of my content. OneControlReport.com is the website. Basically, I do like weekly podcasts. Every month, I try to do a video for a game out there. I didn't have anything last month, but I'm working on a Castlevania 64 video right now, as well as a Hunex Fighters 98 video for the PCFX. Woo. And then also, what's on there right now is I have a Shaman King Master of Spirits video, as well as Gun Gauge and Team Innocent. And I try to put articles, but those don't happen as much anymore, unfortunately. So, but I do try to do like some weekly news posts occasionally, just some things I think is kind of interesting. Yeah, Master of Spirits is rad. Those games are rad. Yeah, I got a video up there for that. They are not amazing games, but they are really cool. Like, really cool side Castlevania things. Very distinct design. Oh no, the first one, I don't know. Is it a hard game? The second one's definitely easier. So, let me say this. The first game, I think, probably has a larger learning curve at the start. The second game has probably a larger challenge towards the end. So I think there's like a period of time where things kind of like ramp off and get kind of easier. But it does, like, I will tell you, it is challenging because there's not a lot of money in the first game, and the only healing items are like food items you can buy in the store. And the only way to heal really is to beat the next area. So I shouldn't give you as much beef in terms of that game is challenging. That's a challenging game, and you need to save very often. So yeah, but Master Spirits is cool. I'm not gonna say it's an amazing game, but it does a lot of really neat things. I'm a big Castlevania fan, and so that game, you know, seemingly seems to be running on a Castlevania engine. I think it's actually maybe the Harmony of Dissonance engine, I think is what I heard. But it also has very Area of Sorrow-like mechanics. This isn't very good music for this. I don't know. I'm too lazy to find the controller to fix it. Yeah. That's unfortunate. I don't know if I ever tried that. I think you could combine like the strengths and stuff though, right? Maybe it just wouldn't have made the game too broken, so they stopped it or didn't let you do it. The second game, I will say the second game is definitely more polished. The story is pretty awful. The story is literally your friends are too busy shopping to help you save the world. So they pretty much just say, I got shopping to do, and they all leave you. It's pretty stupid. And then literally I think the end of the game is just then we decided to never talk about the events that happened in this game ever again. It's really awful. But it's a lot better of a game. If you go back to Master Spirits, I'd say just skip to Master Spirits 2. It's a lot of reused assets. You're getting kind of just a remix of the game in a lot of ways. It does do some different things, but I think it's mostly an improvement other than the story part. And I mean, the story in the first one isn't like anything amazing either. It's pretty typical anime licensed story. Anyways, so yeah, I'm going to try to have a video ready for the end of this month, every Tuesday at the end of the month. And then stream is every Thursday, like I said earlier, at 7 o'clock Pacific time. And quick play streams go up on Wednesday. I have one up there for We Play and Space Channel 5 Space Channel 5 Special. I might do Off-Road this week, just because I have my GameCube set up, and it's Off-Road for the Game Boy is maybe a bad port. It's probably definitely a bad port of Off-Road, but it's kind of interesting because it's so slow. And I think I might do... There's something else that I was going to think about doing a quick play for, but I can't remember what it is right now. Oh, maybe Federation Force for 3DS, now that I got my 2DS XL capture stuff working. Although it is the streaming capture stuff, so it's not going to look amazing. But, you know, there's not really a lot of options for 3DS capture at this point, so... yeah, anyways, thank you for listening to me vomit some words out of my mouth. Thank you for coming this week. Hope you have a great week. Zira, I will reach out to you on Twitter. Thanks for following me, and I will see. I see you have a message I have from someone as well. I assume that's from you, so. But we'll see. Thanks. Have a great week. Bye.